GBS as an industry started maybe 25, 30 years ago, and it was just centralizing some of the teams, and then it developed. And if you look at the present, or maybe just last 2 years, everything what is happening, these macroeconomic challenges and the COVID that hit us so much, it proved actually that GBS organization is very resilient and is able to push forward even in difficult times. GBS, well, now GBS is already part of the business. Without the GBS, companies would not be able to transport so fast as they have to in this very difficult macroeconomic situation. GBS as a future is going to be enabler of the faster transformation that we need to see, and we will have to see, and it's happening already.
We are going to grow from the perspective of people. We are going to grow from the area of decision making. We are going to drive it. We are going to make a decision about our business, where it's going to go. We are going also to grow the innovation here. So it's not only decision power, but also innovation that is standing on the bottom of the decision later on. So we are simply going to mature in Krakow, we are going to mature in Poland and simply bring more added value out of Krakow and out of Poland for the business here.
The future of GBS is, in my eyes, unlimited. I mean, it's an industry that has so much more potential. I think we're kind of young in that sense. I mean, I know that some of the companies have been around for many years, but the concept of bringing different kind of functions together and being truly global, regardless of location, I think that is kind of something that is taking now shape and form. More companies coming in every quarter, every year. Industry is growing, not just in Poland, but in other parts of the world as well. I think it's unlimited. I think, you know, it depends on your level of maturity and what you want to achieve. You have to be very clear on your vision. It unlocks all sorts of career opportunities for people within the company. Looking to see if it's value add or cost driven. I think cost driven is always a starting point. You have to have lots of things happening on a very kind of transactional level before you can prove that you're capable to take it to the next level. Next level for me is to work in an expert area, center of expertise, having a team of people that are so specialized that they can really, you know, open up the eyes to the corporate office and really get the attention of leadership that, you know, GBS has a lot of potential talent to offer to make a real difference for the company.
The trend that we are seeing right now of moving the more closer to the business roles will be continuing. In terms of the GBS developing, it is, you know, globalization, obviously other more complex functions, and finally having this decision-making ability in center more. Being a more partner than, I would say, service provider, being on the same level, and that would help us develop, taking over more and more work, moving on.
I'm a true believer of Krakow as a city, and I myself actually moved 16 years back. I moved to Krakow, and worked basically here, like my whole career, spent here in different functions, different companies. Krakow has so much access to talent, and it provides this access to the company. So I think we will have a great future. And it's going to be a bright future as well.
GBS organizations will continue evolving and expanding their scope of services delivered to the business. More companies will be centralizing even more processes and functions at GBS, including those that historically have been done by local markets or by the headquarters.
The future is bright. It's not going to be walk in the park, but I do believe that the GBS sector will continue to grow, focusing on more sophisticated, more value-adding, more, let's say, enriching process and business activities. There is some stretch of capacity in the market. The GBS should be upskilling people to do more sophisticated work. The market will continue to evolve. Right planning, preparation, and also realistic timeframes to source the right talent. And I think this industry has a bright future.
It depends on us. It depends what we will do, how we are hungry for the new processes, for the new scope, also for the new FTEs. I mean, even size is also important. The future of GBS is it's being close to the business, to help them to drive the business, to help them to make the better decisions, very, very important, because we have a data, for example, and to be the bigger, better organizations.
The future for GBS is very clear. I think first we should stop calling GBS something different from main operations, because it's really one organization from frontline all the way to back office. The future is integrating more with the business.
Shared services tend to be GBS now. Everyone is expanding to cover the whole world.
The future of GBS, I think, is all about evolution to value-add organizations. The premise of let's say, a shared service center is that, okay, we can centralize things, we can take advantage of the lower labor costs, and then we can just standardize and harmonize things. It's an opportunity for GBS to partner with the broad organization, to become masters of the functions that they own, and really be on the forefront of that best practice. How can we drive and take advantage of the digitization and all the technology enablers that this brings? GBS is in a unique position. You have those services centralized, you've got the talent of tech-savvy sort of millennials, and because of that, you are in a perfect space to take that model forward and drive that value-add proposition to the broad organization.
I believe that the Poland, and especially the Krakow area, has a great talent pool, and the people and the engineers are one of the best in the world.
I see the future probably the best I can remember in 25 years of being in GBS. I think we're in the absolute cusp. We've been going like this, and now I think we're going to go like that. So I think we've got more of the same. So the finance work, the HR work, all of that work that we've been doing for 20 years, we're going to do more of it. But where I think we start going up into another level is COVID has proven, absolutely proven, you don't need to be in a New York office to do treasury. You could be anywhere. In fact, the treasury guy wasn't in New York anyway, he was at home. So now you can move it anywhere, proves GBS can be anywhere, and therefore our organisations are all going to grow. I opened the very first centre. So in 1996 I worked on the project to open the first one. And ever since then, everyone said Krakow's, we're overheated, it's hard to get staff. So that's 20, 30 years or something of listening to that. It's not true. The future of Krakow for me is great, absolutely great. I think we should all be really comfortable that we have a great future. What makes me feel super calm is because Krakow's been around one 10-year spell longer than most cities means we're 10 years ahead of most places in Europe. If you want to send stuff which is a bit harder to do and maybe more challenging, I would say, why aren't you sending it to Krakow? It's a different question. A great opportunity here to keep growing, but growing in the sexier, more difficult, more complex, more interesting stuff.